Hey, 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 it's Hump Day. Well, cuz, let's see if your internet stays up for the duration. Are you getting the storms right now? Hello, Andy, if you're still here. Oh, boy. This weather is so ridiculous, it's pathetic. You don't. Oh, no storms till Friday? Okay. Let me see what such weather is for here. In Franklin, conditions are foggy. It didn't look foggy an hour ago. With a temperature of 36. The wind is blowing from the east at 3 miles per hour. And the current humidity is 97%. In other words, we got rain in the area. Why don't you show us your weather, Steve? My eyes bothering me today. Welcome back, Andy. Show us your weather. Well, it's already dark here, so. Weather for Pope. Conditions are fog with a temperature of 55. The wind is blowing from the east at 2 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 98%. And in West Plains, the conditions are clear with a temperature of 54. The wind is blowing from the southeast at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 49%. I think our high was in the low 50s. Ah, Cuz says he doesn't have windows. Guess the sun is gone. It was so gray today. Cool down by 20 degrees already. Well, cool down here by 20 degrees too. We're at 36. I think it was about 56 at the warmest. No, about, I don't know. Let me see if the Weather Channel will tell me what the high was. I got up to 48 today. So it's like cooled down 12 degrees since the sun went down. Good evening, Howie. How crazy is your weather? See, today was the cool day between two warm days. Work computer did not have internet, and your personal computer right next to it was fine. It was a strange outage. Yeah, I would agree. That is strange. Maybe your work computer was telling you it's time to go home. Blooming rhodos. I'm not sure what rhodos are. Sunny and warm where Howie is. Vancouver Island is about has the same temperature as California usually. Put up short, have a look. Okay, let me see if I can find Howard Short so we can share it. Well, I'm not seeing it, Howie. Let me see here. I didn't get notification on it, Howie. Oh, okay, just a second. Okay, let me share it, you guys. I don't know why they didn't notify me.
Pacifica rhododendron, and it's in full bloom. Can you believe that? That's amazing, hey? Look at that, full bloom. I must admit, this is the first time I think I've ever seen one this early, but I mean, that's just gorgeous, hey? Absolutely
edible,
gorgeous.
Howie.
And beautiful. So what's blooming in Canada? This is.
Now you guys can now you guys can watch all of it. They're not edible, okay. I love edible flowers. He says, don't eat those. They're pretty enough you want to put them in tea, but Howie says, don't do it. The hummingbirds eat. Yeah, they need some fuel. Hey, CB. I agree with you, Andy. She says those are pretty bushes. Oh, wow. Hello, Buster. Good to see you. So anybody that has bees close to there would be having problems. Buster, do your weather so we can check and see. Because I tell you, the weather does not know what season it is. Weather for cement. Conditions are fair with a temperature of 65. The wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 11 miles per hour. The current humidity is 30%. Warm and dry. Let me see if I can do this. Well, for Vancouver Island, conditions are snow showers with a temperature of 28. Nah, I don't know your actual location. That must be in the mountains of the island. No, you go like this. You have to have the zip code to get the actual current location. That's in the mountains and he's by the ocean. See, I don't know the town you're nearest to, Howie, so. Oh, they promised Steve ice and tornadoes on Friday. See what we're going to have on Friday. Friday, it's going to be 64 with morning showers. We're going to get the bad weather. Well, it's going to get cold on Sunday, which is 31. Howie lives under a rain shower. Shadow, I mean. No snow and plant bushes and grass are blooming. Snowdrops and many more blooming. See, be right back. Let's see. You're about an hour away, so you're probably close to Columbus, or are you west from me? Well, I don't know where street is. Maybe that's a guess. Try to guess, try to guess. And Howie's still here. So when's cold weather going to be hitting you guys again? See, this weather's got everything kind of screwy. Oh, he says he lives on South Vancouver Island in a bay under a rain shadow, so marine temperate climate. Do you get snow very often, Howie? No, okay. But I know it does get cold there for at least a couple of weeks, right? Maybe 2 weeks of snow. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. It melts right away. Yep. That's what the snow's been doing here lately. When we get snow, it's been melting within a couple of days later, a few days later. Been really strange. Yeah. How it says the rest of Canada gets 6 to 10 months of winter. Andy hasn't had any snow yet this year. Neither could I, Howie. Neither could I. Usually we have bad 2 or 3 months. But this year it's going to be crazy. You don't know what to expect from one day to the next. Is it going to be winter or spring? I tell you, this kind of weather can kill the chance for the fruit trees to blooming. Because if they bloom too soon during one of these warm-up spells, then the next week, the frost would kill it. It says lots of bugs in the rest of Canada, but nothing by the ocean. My sister lives in Canada. She's about 2 hours north of Colville, Washington. Steve says it hasn't been cold enough to kill the insects yet. Well, here it has been. You get a week of cold, and then you got a week of warm, a week of cold, a week of warm. It's crazy. A week of winter and week of spring. I think that's why Farmer's Almanac is closing, going out of print. It's because the weather's so unpredictable that their old formula is not going to work. Eat hearty, Howie. Have a blessed day. Buster's hoping for spring so they can have mushrooms in the spring. I mean, rain so they can have mushrooms in the spring. Yep, Andy, if you would have had 10 over them, it probably would have been okay. I understand that, Steve. Nobody wants to have a book. They want to do everything online. And then when a solar flare takes out all the electricity, takes out all the internets, fries the power stations, then people ain't going to have any way to access their information. I got one a couple of years back, about 3 years ago. But that was like about 44 years ago, Andy. Guess what I found in my freezer that I'm cleaning out? A guinea pig head that I'm processing today. I got to finish pulling the meat off of it and then put it in rubbing alcohol to bleach it. Yeah, I'm cleaning it off for my daughter. That way she'll have 2 of them. I wish I would have saved some rabbit heads. I got some rabbit hides, but not heads. We got to get the freezer cleaned out this week so my daughter can take it home. And I haven't forgot you, Andy, at all. Let's see. I haven't put them in the water yet. And but I'm going to. The ones that I harvested myself, let me show you. And see if I can find the right one. Look at there. See the slips already pouring on this one? And I haven't even put it to water yet. But the purple ones I gotta put one of the purples in water and this one in water. And let them commence. But see, it doesn't matter the size of your potato. If it shows signs of sprouting, sprout that bad boy. And when you're done generating all your slips, you bury what's left of the sweet potato and you'll have that's another plant. Because it'll have your jar full of roots. So I'm going to have the traditional sweet potatoes and then the Japanese purple through and through. I don't know, Andy. I never measured them. 5, 6 feet at least. If you're talking about the vines. Well, the thing is, the sweet potatoes grow underground. It goes about 5 or 6 feet. I always wrap them around the pot. You could actually harvest some of the leaves off of it. She says it had one and a 4-foot wide window. One vine, one left and one right. And we forgot about it until the vine grew up the curtain and started coming over the curtain rod. But you can eat the vine and that just like you do spinach. But I'd say I wouldn't cut any more than half of it off. Because that helps feed the roots too. Buster, are you incubating right now? And you have goats that are getting ready to pop out, don't you? I need to edit my banner. Let me put this other one. There we go. When is lockdown? And how many eggs did you set? Andy, did you breed your rabbits yet? No, but you need to breed those rabbits. I'm going to hold you to it, Andy. She says did you ever get that quail barn done, Andy? Oh, the goats accidentally got bred in May, didn't know, so they had kids in October. 9 buck kids and 2 does. You got a new buck. Okay. Okay, lockdown's next Tuesday for Buster. Oh, she was supposed to do that quail barn during the spring and fall. I mean, spring, summer, and fall. But she's got to get those rabbits bred so she can have the bunnies ready for Easter. I understand that, Andy. She needs more solid wall between the greenhouse and the quail. I wish they would shut that music off. But things are getting kind of crazy. Today's the 7th of January. She's going to do hardware cloth between the 2 sides, but plants grew over in the quail side. Well, that happens. But you got the quail, you'll have the quails in cages, right? You're not putting them in deep litter, are you? You're not making an aviary, are you? You have the hardware put up, you'll have to take it back down. Oh, they're going into cages. Okay. So if you have them in cages, you don't need the separator, really. Good evening, Joseph. Nice to see you today. So how warm is it there, Joseph? Buster showed us his. Let me see what happened. Okay, on the behalf of everyone, hey there, Joseph. Well, the greenhouse part will be opened walls. Okay. Yeah, they can be neighbors, but they could have different weather. But he says it will be close to his. And mountain conditions are showers in the vicinity with a temperature of 67. And the wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. The current humidity is 31. Yeah, you guys have got it pretty dry. Your humidity is almost like desert. In my apartment, it is 74 degrees with humidity of 54. Joseph says they need rain. West Plains conditions are clear with a temperature of 54. The wind is blowing from the southeast at 6 miles per hour. The current humidity is 50%. Yeah, you guys seem to be in a bit of a drought, don't you? Aren't you, Joseph? I tell you, my planters thawed out. Whereas was working today, there are a lot of quail. Wild quail. Andy says they haven't had rain in a few months here. For the first time in a few years, my backyard is dry. Where you work, the quail, are they wild quail or Caternix quail? Yeah, wild, just like I thought. Tennessee Reds, Bob Whites, or what type? That's what Howie says. He got a lot of quail by where he's at. Does it have a single feather pointing up? And he misses Bob White's being everywhere. I know every once in a while, once in a blue moon, if I go to one of the big parks, I might hear a Bob White. Okay, that's one of the Tennessee Reds, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, his has got that single feather up. Northern Bob Whites, also known as the Virginia quail, or the Bob White quail. Let's see what other kinds there are. There's a California quail. Let me share this with you guys. Let's see. They're not telling me all kind. And well, you ask it and it doesn't tell you. There's 6 native species, but they're not naming them. Let me see if I can do images. Yeah, the northern bobwhite. Oh, the gambler quail is what I call the Tennessee red. Here's the gambler. Then you got the scalded quail. Then you got the California Valley quail. Then you got the mountain quail. Then Mearns quail. More like a mohawk. Yes. Blue moon's real. Yeah, a blue moon actually isn't where the moon is blue, and it means the second full moon in a month. That's what a blue moon is, Sierra. Here, let me show you a picture of the Tennessee red quail. There's a Tennessee red. Yeah, the scalded quails. The scaled quails are like northern bobwhite. And you remember the people used to call the Tibetans Tennessee Reds. I think I'm out of coffee. So I'll go get a bottle of juice. Hold on a second, you guys. I'll be right back. Got a bottle of pineapple juice. Yeah, those were the days, weren't they, Andy? That depends on the size containers. Which coffee is it they had to sell on? Yep, Andy. Now everybody's trying to get their own type of color breed. Oh, it's half price. Oh, Joseph. I'm sorry you have a problem with caffeine. Because decaf isn't good. I used to like Kroger's breakfast blend. Or half calf. Yep, Andy, those were the days. Oh, no problem with it? You just stop drinking. I can't stand the taste of decaf because I can taste the chemicals in it. My daughter has to limit her caffeine intake or she gets the shakes. That, cuz, is why we're cousins. What are the proofs that we're cousins? Donut shop blend. I like most flavored coffees. So when is Winter supposed to make an appearance in your area? I want to have Sunday's going to show up here. It's going to be at freezing for a high. Then it gets warm again, and then it goes back Wednesday. And that's when the cold spell hits for a while. So Wednesday the 14th through Wednesday the 21st is going to be winter. So you only get a month? Oh, cuz I don't want to hear that. But I got a feeling you're right. Maybe it even goes so far as to get Louisiana again. Let's see, what month is it? It's usually January is usually supposed to be the coldest month. Though December and February are also cold. So this is supposed to be the coldest month. Exactly, Joseph. I can remember one year we had a real bad December with lots of snow and ice, and then January came along and it was spring, and it stayed spring all the way to September of the year. But that was over 30 years ago. Last year it got really cold. Didn't get a lot of snow and that, but it got really cold. Where the nights it was getting below zero. And they said this winter was supposed to be the worst. We shall see. We shall see. Andy, be careful. Hello, Rita. How are you today? Let me fix something here. There you go, Rita. I'm just as crazy as ever. Enjoying the warm spring-like weather. Excuse me. Rita, type something again. Let me see if you got the. There you go. Yeah, in Arkansas, it's been nice. Type weather in your zip code, Rita. Yes. Give everybody a rush. Just comes in more often. Weather in Hagenville, conditions are clear with a temperature of 55. The wind is blowing from the east-northeast at 4 miles per hour, and humidity is 61%. Yeah, it's nice weather for 8 o'clock in Arkansas. When is winter supposed to hit you, Rita? You have a wood fire going? Feels good? That's cool. I see you, cuz. Rita can't have winter because if she does, he will as well. Rita says she doesn't know for sure. Rain and possible storms Thursday. See, Steve's supposed to get them Friday. Turns cold after that. She wants to know where you're at. Yeah, Steve. Just across the Mississippi River from you. So she's going to get the weather one day before you do. See, we all connect. You get so many notifications on my phone, it gets to be a pain in my butt. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. There we go. So, like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing putting the slips, starting my sweet potato slips. I'm going to be doing the Japanese purple. And Rita, you want to see something cool? These are last year's sweet potatoes. I didn't feed them like I usually do, so they're really small. But I'm already getting sprouts from them. Hey, Dawn. You just came in from where, Dawn? Let's see this one here. I got to put this one along with the purple one in jars with water and start those off. I don't have a t-shirt underneath my sweatshirt, so I'm getting a draft on my back. And I don't like that. Oh, taking care of animals. Working on the new cage stands for the littles 11-week-old rabbits. Rain coming tomorrow. Steve wants to know how your hatching's doing, Dawn. She has 3-week-old quail and locked down with a hatch date Friday. Cool. Welcome back, Andy. Friday's chicks are all gone. Explain, Dawn. Don't want to assume anything. Okay. Yeah, two people wanting them, and we'll see which one wins out. Well, money talks, BS walks. I know, I just didn't want to assume, because when you say Friday's chicks are all gone, that can be taken so many different ways. That's why I asked her to explain. See, Dawn understood how I was thinking. Okay, I'm going to play something for you guys to watch while I do something real quick while I'm AFK. Let's see, what am I going to play? Yeah, you get an earthquake warning. Right. Slow it down. There we go. Let's see. Then it would be a lot of bumpy because some of the sidewalks are cobblestone. No, what I need is a little sports camera that has the stabilization. Yeah, but she'd probably try to take it off. Oh, I love you guys. You make me laugh a lot. I'm not reading it. I'm not remarking, but I am laughing. Oh, you guys. What, Dawn? That's because I'm laughing. My face always gets red when I'm laughing. My nail polish is almost a burnt orange. Depends on the light. Steve says he doesn't want to buy it, Andy. He just wants to see it. He might learn something. He's always hoping he's going to learn something. Oh. In other words, he wants to grade it. No, Andy, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna sing it. If you want to come up, you can come up and sing it. Let's see. Exactly, Steve. Come up and sing it. Exactly, Steve. Now, Steve, nobody ever asked you, what do you have? Do you have any quail hatching or anything? Well, we might have, but then again, she might not. She may have just stopped in because she was busy. He's about her exercise. Oh, no, she's right there. She's right here. Ah, someone talked to her. That's why she got quiet. I understand that. Any news yet, cuz? It is. I'm going to have to turn that heat up a little bit. It feels cold in here. Okay. Last day of February. I hear you, Joseph. Steve is like I am. Birdless and hairless. And that's HARE. I'll tell you what, shipping is getting more and more expensive. Next week, Andy, next week. Yeah, until she gets one of those winter vortexes like she got last year. Be nice, and all of a sudden you get that vortex coming in. Exactly, Steve. What they're going to do is they're going to put themselves out of business, is what they're going to do. Something about pirate shipping. Yeah. Probably Valentine's Day. Andy, probably Valentine's Day. Well, you still have the option of overnight express, but that's going to cost you a bundle because they raised the prices to their packages. C says bad goes the worst. He'll just drive up to Ohio and get his. I'm not reading that one out, but I'll let everybody see it. No, it's not. That's what happened when the government sells off their branches to private companies. Ever since they let the postal service become an independent company, we all get screwed. Yeah. Yeah, furs. It's just getting harder and harder to do things. I was talking earlier today about how you can't find a slaughterhouse or butcher shop anymore. So-called butchers around here are all meat process. They process elsewhere. Yep. Yeah, but see, like we got Zincs up here in Franklin. They don't really butcher. They don't do the butchering. They buy it from someplace else and then they cut it up to how they want it. See, if I look online, let me see. Okay, slaughterhouse. Now I'm gonna show you guys online, and I'm gonna tell you how much of a lie it is. See, right here they're saying Davidson Processing. I don't know what that's it. Waynesville. That's a couple hours away. See, most of partner with slaughterhouses for home animals. But to actually When you look at it, you can't really find it. There is none close to here. But if you ask for a butchery, zincs, and they don't process it themselves. Let's see where the butcher block is. That's north. In Loveland, Ohio. London, Ohio. Versailles, Ohio. So, yeah. It used to be all over the place, but now you can't find, almost impossible. Exactly, cuz. Well, see, you can get the bones from zinc. They're cut lengthwise, which is wrong. I just about agree with you, cuz. See, I noticed about 30, 35 years ago that the slaughterhouses were disappearing up from the north, at least from Ohio. And when you go to Zinks, it's like going to the meat section in the grocery store. So they wouldn't know how to process animals. Their quote butchering section looks just like the room in a grocery store where they do the big packages of meat that come in. That's why many people are making their own places on their farms and that for when they get deer or when they have goats or pigs to slaughter themselves. A lot of people are learning to do it all themselves because you can't go any place to get it done hardly, or you have to drive too many hours out. And I can see why they don't do poultry. Because, boy, poultry, you can do them yourself so easy. Yep, I'll tell you what, freeze dryers are good for making jerky, too. You cook your meat, then put it through the freeze dryer, and you got it. Well, see, you got something close to you, but that's in southern Illinois. Is where it's like a lot of it's leaving the north areas. I'll be right back, you guys. I got to get some iced tea. Exactly. Yep. You still have one in town, Andy, but you're on in southern Missouri too. See, up in Toledo, they used to have Kurt's meat cutting school. That's what they force on you. It's not that they don't need them; they need them to go buy to fill their freezers and stuff. So my mother's side of the family, they were pig farmers, and they had those big hogs. And I don't know where they'd take them to get them processed. But even in Oklahoma, I know some people that are building places that where they can do it on their own property. They build a room for with a big old compressor in it, so they can put things on, so they can hang their meat while it's bleeding out, so it don't go bad and stuff like that. But if people don't learn how to do it, then that's going to be another trait that's going to go down the drain. Another trade. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, Andy. I mean, Dawn. Exactly. But notice how you worded that. You have 3 old farmer friends. they pass that knowledge down to their children. See, it kind of scares me. That's the problem. Everybody doesn't want to follow in their parents' footsteps. I think people should learn everything they can learn. And if they still want to go, that is a cuss word to me there. I know everybody wants that AI crap. When AI can butcher and process your animals for you, then that's all right. Now that I like to hear, Dawn. And I mean, you got like James. He's interested in learning a lot of things, which is Steve's grandson. You have KC, which is Matt's son. And you have Lane, which is Aaron's son. Those three right there give me hope for the future. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It shows. Or how about the people that say, why do you kill those animals? Why don't you just go to the grocery store and buy your meat? Where do they think the meat comes from? They think it's all factory made? They're like in their 20s and 30s and really doing better than household parts at getting themselves set up for all meat and food from their own. That's cool. Yeah, that would be hard for me to keep a serious face under too, Don. I mean, Andy. Well, my daughter retires. Her and her son and her daughter are planning to get a farm and put a bunch of little houses on it, so everybody has their own house. And everybody it'd be like a family community farm. You get some people that try calling PETA on farmers. You see some people on YouTube are getting called out by those that don't know, saying that they're cruel to their animals and stuff, and they're not. They think everything alive should just be a pet. Because if you want to eat meat, you go to the grocery store. And they don't realize that the meat from the grocery store comes from these commercial parts where the animals never see the outside, never see the ground, and are very badly treated. $1,000, Dawn. Yeah, 3D printed from poop. You know, some of the laboratory meat, they take human or animal waste and pull the protein out and grow it into meat. If it doesn't say farm raised on it, I don't want it. Yeah, it's supposed to be humanitarian for animals. You should see some of the stuff that PETA actually does. But I don't want to get into that. The only way to know exactly what you're eating is to grow it yourself. Or a bunch of you get together and certain ones grow certain things, and then you can trade with each other. Yeah, their quality has gone down quite a bit, Andy. They're not just Facebook. They're on Facebook, YouTube, all of the places. Urine's a good fertilizer if you age it. The only Campbell's soup I eat is the tomato soup. That's why it's for poor people. Unless you can it yourself, right, Dawn? Yeah, you should dry them out. Dry them out for a week or two before you bag them so it doesn't grow mold. That's right. If it's in a 50-pound bag, I'd say dry it first. Unless they want to use the 50-pound bag to dump right away. If they stink, they're wet. Because remember, they pee and poop. Yeah. It mixes together. It's the green stuff they grow. That's the poop that's mold. The white stuff is just when it dries. It could be the first poop. The second poop is usually black. The white poop is the ones that they usually eat. Dawn's getting thunderstorms tomorrow. We get rain Friday morning and then all day Saturday. We had to get the new cages tarps fixed tonight. I'd better go see if they moved it to Friday. Yeah, it could be uneaten syncopal nutritious. Yeah, that's the name I couldn't think of. Well, let me show you guys what I've done on crocheting so far. This is one day's work on my daughter's order. A lot of focus and counting on that. Oh boy. Oh, it's black. This is black. This is the part that I go over the mouth. It is this pattern right here that I'm working on. And I'm working on this part right here. Goes to the neck and over the mouth. And then you have to do the shield part. And then the lacy part that you can put over the head is the last thing you work on. Well, when I work on black at night, I have my bright light on and I have to use my headlight. I do whatever color the person wants. It's harder and slower. I have to rip it out more often because on this one here, there's so much counting. You have so many stitches, so many a certain type stitches per row. Then you got to go to the next type of stitch. Then you go back to another type of stitch. And black is the one that gives me the hardest. Well, when I get it done and my daughter tries it on, I'll have to take some pictures or maybe a video of it. Having her model it in all ways. When she comes over sometime during her weekend. Her weekends are Sunday through Tuesday. I'll have that the first part ready to measure it on her. $1,000, Dawn. Let me show you some of the things that she's modeled that I've made for. Now that's the half blouse, is fishnet, and with a flared sleeves. And let me see what else. See, here's a picture of her holding it with her arms down so you can see it. Let me share that with you. That's so she can wear it over her risque types of shirt that she couldn't normally wear to work. Yep, that was the fishnet. It was done with a heavy, I think it was a 6-weight yarn. Yeah, let me see if I can see something else here. I know I got pictures of her in the shrugs, but I got to find them first. Well, Andy, you better go find that thought. Here's a picture of one of the shrugs I made her. Let me see if I can find more of them. No. Oh, okay. Here's one. There's that. Whoops. Let me start that over. She put the pin in wrong. My baby Quill are 1 month old yesterday. Okay. Or another one tonight. That's why I'm still sitting here. I like shrugs, except I want the front closed up to the neck. My front side gets cold, LOL. Well, you can put buttons on them. She says when she wears them, she feels like she's a Viking. Let me see what else we got here. Let me see. Nope, that's it. See, I'm stuck on my grandson's cloak, cape, cloak, whatever you want to call it, until he gets here so I can measure. Hi, Desiree. No, she has a heated jacket. Did you dip their beak into it? Yep. Well, heaven knows. Those are chickens, right, Desiree? Oh, I can't remember the name of the chickens I think you got. Yeah, from Christina. You have a heated shrug blanket? Okay, the two ceramic chicks. Okay. Originally from Malaysia, known for tiny size, under a pound. In other words, they're not much bigger than they're about the same size as a quail. And all they are is breasts. Just look at that breast on them. Yeah, but they don't weigh at full grown. They're under a pound, and you can get jumbo quail under a pound. Close as that's possible for wanting to swap some quail for rabbits. In other words, they want to give you quail for their rabbits. Oh, it's after 10 o'clock. It's time for me to go, you guys. I didn't know it was that late already. So everyone have a blessed night. And if I don't come across to you before that, I'll see you Saturday morning.